let's talk about the college application quest. I know. It sounds like this huge, scary mountain to climb, right? But what if I told you there's a map, a guide for the whole journey? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to break this thing down year by year.
So, does thinking about college applications kind of make your head spin? Just a little bit? Yeah, that feeling of total chaos, you are so not alone. It's a massive process with a million moving parts. It's totally normal to feel that way. But, and this is the important part, there's good news. We can actually take all that chaos, all that uncertainty, and turn it into a super clear 4-year plan. It's all about breaking it down into smaller, manageable pieces. This isn't about stress, you guys. It's about strategy.
Okay, so our quest kicks off with what I like to call the foundation years. That's ninth and 10th grade. Think of this as building your base camp before you start climbing the big mountain. The goal here isn't to stress you out. It's all about exploring and just setting up some really good habits.
So, ninth grade, this is your launch pad. In the fall, it's pretty simple. Keep your grades up, maybe try out a new club you've been eyeing, and this is a big one. Go meet your school counselor. Seriously, think of them as your personal guide for this whole adventure. The sooner you connect, the better off you'll be. Then, winter's for looking ahead at your classes, and spring is all about finishing that first year strong.
All right, 10th grade, this is where you really start to pick up some speed. And what's cool is you can see the shift, right? We're moving towards more real, actual college prep. I mean, look at the spring. You're not just picking classes anymore. You might take a practice SAT or ACT, maybe even pop over to a local college campus for a visit. It's all about building on that foundation you laid and starting to look at what's next.
And this really shows you how it all evolves. See, in ninth grade, you're kind of casting a wide net, right? Trying out everything, seeing what sticks. But by 10th grade, you start to reel it in a bit. You figure out, okay, I really love this, but maybe not so much that. You start to focus, maybe even step up into a leadership role in a club you're passionate about. It's this awesome, natural shift from discovery to really digging in.
Okay, so you've built your foundation. You started to focus your energy. Now everything starts pointing toward the most critical part of the whole quest, the decisive year. Yep, we're talking about 11th grade. The vibe definitely shifts here. The base camp is built, and now the real climb begins.
Junior year, this is where it all starts to click into place. And let me tell you, your grades this year, they matter a lot. You'll take the official PSAT, which, by the way, could qualify you for some major scholarships. But then look at the spring. This is when the application starts feeling real. You're asking teachers for recommendations, maybe even scribbling down ideas for those first essays. Let's talk about recommendation letters for a sec, because a great one can be a total game changer. So how do you get one? Well, it's not magic. It's basically a 3-step plan. Step 1 is building a real connection with your teachers. Don't just be a face in the crowd. Ask questions, get involved. Then you ask them in person in the spring. And here's the pro tip, the thing that makes a huge difference. Give them a brag sheet. It's basically a cheat sheet of your accomplishments that helps them write an amazing, super specific letter for you. You're making their job easier. And while all that's going on, you're also building your best fit college list. And look, this is not about chasing big, famous names. It's about finding the place that's right for you. That means visiting campuses, talking to actual students, and being real with yourself. And I gotta highlight one tool here, the Net Price Calculator. Every single college has one on their website, and it gives you a personalized estimate of what you'll actually pay. It is an absolutely essential step for your financial planning. Don't skip it. Okay, deep breath. You've made it through the toughest climb of junior year, and now you can actually see the finish line. Welcome to the final sprint, 12th grade. This part is all about execution and just hitting those deadlines. So the fall of your senior year is a whirlwind. No other way to put it. It all kicks off August 1st when the Common App goes live. Then, October 1st, the floodgates open for financial aid forms. And then, boom, November 1st is that first big deadline for early applications. Honestly, the best strategy is to aim to have everything done and submitted by mid-December. That way, you can actually enjoy your winter break. Imagine that. So what are we actually putting together here? Think of it as your application toolkit. You've got your main personal essay, then all those little extra essays for each school. You've got your activities resume, all the official stuff like transcripts and test scores. Trust me, making a checklist is your best friend here. It's the only way to make sure you don't forget some tiny, crucial piece of the puzzle before you click submit. And hey, just because you hit submit doesn't mean the quest is over, not by a long shot. Colleges are definitely going to look at your final grades, so you cannot let that classic case of senioritis get the best of you. Spring is all about interviews, sending thank you notes, don't forget that, and hunting for any last-minute scholarships. And it all leads up to that big day, May 1st, when you finally plant your flag and cross the finish line.
And there it is, from those first baby steps in ninth grade all the way to crossing the finish line in 12th. That's your master plan. I know it seems like a lot, but when you see it all laid out like this, year by year, it's totally doable, right? If you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Please, do not try to do everything at once. You can't tackle the whole mountain in one giant leap. You'll just get burnt out and overwhelmed. So instead, just take a breath. Because success in this whole quest isn't about pulling all-nighters or some frantic last-minute scramble. Nope. It's about doing the right things at the right time. It's about steady, smart progress. Knowing what to focus on each year, doing it well, and then building on that for the next step. It really is about the journey. So we've laid out the entire path for you, step by step. The map is officially in your hands now, which leaves us with just one final and honestly the most exciting question of all. Where is your quest going to take you?